What's up guys, this is Anthony back with another SOTA Street Fighter figure review. This is the round 3 Balrog figure, or Balrog, or however you like to pronounce it. That's this guy right here. He stands just about 7.5 inches tall, so really nice size on this guy. We have all the versions here. We have the red and white, yellow and white, black and white, player one blue and white, and the employee exclusive clear ones. I was lucky enough to find somebody who had a set of these available. Really hard to come by. If you don't know why, you can send me a private message and talk to me about them if you want to. Otherwise, just ignore it and we'll move on. So these are all the different versions. We're going to use the blue one for the main part of the review. One thing to note is he has different color boots than the rest. They have all of the lighter color brown and his are dark brown. Otherwise, these are the colors they have. The black one has the same color gloves as the player one version. He's got orangish gloves and he's got the dark blue gloves. Otherwise, they all have the same accessories and same quality and style of paint application. They just have different colors. So let's look at the player one version and his accessories. For this guy, we have two alternate heads. One that has the missing tooth and the big eye and the kind of weird face, and this one that has the missing tooth and the more traditional looking face. They both have the same kind of hairstyle and same overall good quality of paint, especially this one with the brown irises. This one just has the dots. I believe that's the alpha version, or maybe it's the Udon Comics version. I don't remember anymore. But either way, you have both of these heads, and then you have the two gloved fists, obviously, which have really nice shading and sculpt work on them. And you have the two wrapped fists. Again, great shading and sculpt work. Great paint work overall. Really nice. So the figure itself is, it's a good figure. It's not one of my favorites from the SOTA line. There are a couple things I'll point out as to why, but it's still definitely it's a fine figure. The head is on a ball joint, but it's fairly limited due to the bulkiness of his neck. You're not going to get a whole lot of play side to side or up and down, just a little bit, and it does rotate just fine though. The ball jointed shoulders, the ball disc shoulders, the shoulder ball itself is kind of small, and it has this sculpted hard plastic tattered shirt there, and he's just really bulky, so you're getting very limited, and as you can see, you have problems with rubbing right there. Very limited articulation for the arms on this guy. You can't even give him a good boxing stance, which is really a problem for me since Balrog should be able to bring his gloves together closer. It's kind of a problem. So pretty limited shoulder articulation, but it is there. It does have a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, and wrist rotation. There's no wrist pivot or hinge on this guy. There is, however, in this version of the hand, obviously, there's an extra bit of articulation. So that's nice, but it's not in this one, which they couldn't really do because of the sculpt, which is okay for me. He does have an ab crunch, pretty good ab crunch. It's not ugly from the back or the front. Either way, they did a good job with that. Does have a waist twist, works just fine. He has T-jointed ball disc hips, but they're super limited due to the bulk of this guy's hips, or the shorts, or whatever you want to say, the thighs, I guess. It's super limited, which is probably okay since he's not going to do a lot of the leg posing anyway, since he's all upper body, but it is somewhat of a problem. If you want to get some more dynamic poses, this isn't the figure for you. It does have the full range of motion technically though, forward, back, side to side, thigh swivel built in. This guy's are frozen, but it is there. Double jointed knees, shin swivel, super duper sculpt on the boots. Could use a little silver for the laces where they connect, but it still is a good sculpt and pretty good paint work, especially on the laces. Ankle pivot, foot swivel, and toe hinge. So he does have all of the articulation that they're known for. His are just pretty limited. Sometimes he's got really loose hips. Sometimes they're not so bad. So it's kind of hit or miss. It's not an inherent problem with this figure, but it is something to look out for possibly. So there's Balrog, guys. That's round 3 Balrog. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the rest of the SOTA Street Fighter figure reviews and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.